Our wings are up and we are prepared for takeoff on our FOCUS Broadband TV high school football game of the week. Coming to you tonight from M.H. Rourke Stadium on the campus of beautiful West Brunswick High School in Charlotte. Jay, if I asked you to script a better weather night, I'm not sure you could have done it, as the South Columbus Stallions have made the trek over from Tabor City to take on the Trojans of West Brunswick. And Jay, before the season, we if you circled this one on our calendar, I'm not sure you and I would have had both these teams sitting at 2-1 after 3 games. But as it turns out, one of the more marquee matchups in the area tonight is 2 good football teams that are about to square off against each other. 2
real good teams early on. Both have gotten off to good starts. Last week, South Columbus lost their first game 54-14 against Loris. Loris is undefeated and one of the big schools in South Carolina high school football. But prior to that, they defeated Swansboro 27-21, and they really beat West Columbus 56-20. So, yeah, Russell Dobbs' team off to a 2-1 start, averaging 32 points a game, giving up 31 points a game. So, they're cutting it kind of close there, but they are playing well.
And, Jay, for West Brunswick, the Trojans started off 2-0, lost their first game of the season last week at North Myrtle Beach, but the Trojans were without starting quarterback Josiah Borton. We've seen plenty of him. He's a dual-threat quarterback, so he helps the Trojans a lot on the ground. Obviously a capable passer. Worth noting, he is dressed out and just ran through the tunnel tonight. West Brunswick expects him to play. So West still without a loss this year when Borton dresses and plays.
Yeah, it's a good point, Sam. The Trojans are averaging 28 points a game despite Josiah not playing last week. They're giving up 20. They defeated South 34-14 Whiteville in a big game the second week of the season, 38-21, and then were defeated on the road last week at North Myrtle Beach by 24-12. I read were some other guys who perhaps did not play last week or maybe haven't even played yet this year on the defensive side of the ball may play this evening. Sammy Stanley is a possibility. Nick Brown, who I believe hasn't seen any action yet, is a possibility, as is Chris Mendoza. So getting Borton back, and, they've got a dynamic 1-2 running punch with Marzell Stanley and Ja Davis. Some capable receivers in Jude Sariago, Nick Graham. They've got the opportunity, as Sam mentioned, with the dual capability of Borton to run the ball very well, and when needed, throw the ball. So should be a good matchup, at least on paper here tonight.
It will be West Brunswick kicking off, and the Stallions going to see if they can get that offense loose in the early going. Jay, one thing I found quite interesting, West held to 12 points last week at North Myrtle Beach, but the Trojans moved the football. They had 2 trips inside the 10-yard line that generated 0 points. One, a first and goal at the 5, down 24-12 about midway through the fourth quarter. So they moved the football, just not real efficient once they got in the red zone last week. But you can fix a lot of those ills when you got your starting quarterback back under center. That one takes a Sunday hop into the lap of the South Columbus return man. He's still on his feet. That's Jalen Hubbard. Jay, 6'2", 185, running back and cornerback. That's a nice-looking kid returning that kick for South Columbus. He's eventually brought down at the Stallion 35, where it will be 1st and 10.
Yeah, Hubbard had a 4-yard touchdown run last week against Loris, and he seems like he's been around the program for a while. And as Sam mentioned, he's a senior and a very, very capable running back. Their quarterback is Jackson Green, and look to Hubbard to run the ball. Phil Smith is a running back. Logan Todd, Briar Johnson.
McPherson, they like to go to McPherson, number 9. He's running down the seam. There's an out route, very nearly picked off. Jay, it was picked off. West Brunswick picks off a pass on the first play of the game. I think that's Izzy Saunders. I think it was number 4 who got in there and picked it off.
Now they're saying it was out of bounds.
Oh, incomplete.
Really close, though. really close.
Well, yep, it was number 4, Izzy Saunders, who came away with it. Jay, I thought the initial signal was an interception, but Jay with the Hawkeyes up here in mid-game form sees that they come in and ruled an incomplete pass. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Stallions from their own 35-yard line.
Well, Sam, the other takeaway there, this is a wing T offense, that being South Columbus, which is a premium to run the ball and kind of run the ball to set up the pass, right? Play a lot of play option passing, but they came right out on that first play and threw the football.
So 2nd and 10 for South Columbus. Now they're going to see if they can get the ground game going, and boy, he had very little running room. Izzy Saunders active in the early going. That was McPherson, who lost a yard back to the 34-yard line. And Jay, wing T teams don't often love being in 3rd and long situations. That's exactly what South Columbus faces here. 3rd and 11 from its own 34.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know that any team wants to be in a 3rd and 11, particularly a team that features running the ball.
Play action pass.
Good
Quarterback escapes the pocket, now fires across the middle of the field. Good pass, good catch, and good tackling by the West Brunswick defense. I believe, Jay, guess who on the tackle?
Yeah, John Davis, he does it all.
Izzy Saunders was over there too. He was in on all 3 plays. That's going to bring up a 4th and 5 situation. The pass from the 34 to the 39-yard line. It is 4th and 6 at the 39.
Well, good first series defensively for West Brunswick.
Jay, they're getting up
they're
under
coming out
center,
over the ball, yeah.
trying to draw the Trojans off, I'd imagine. Maybe try to get a 4th and 1 and then go for it. Let's see. And then South Columbus is going to call a timeout with 12 seconds left on the play clock. So, Jay, a good opening possession of defense for the West Brunswick Trojans. And after losing their first game of the season last week, I think a good start is important for the Trojans tonight, and hard to do better than stopping them 3 and out on South Columbus's first drive.
Well, yeah, absolutely, and coming home and where they've won a couple of games, or their 2 wins this season, have both come at home. I know Coach Handy was talking about they gotta go back to the fundamentals and execute those a little better. Otherwise, he thinks they're okay. Pressure.
There was some pressure there. South Columbus gets a good kick away. It's bounding inside the 30, inside the 25, down at the 23-yard line. So that's 11 and 27 more, a 38-yard punt, no return. And West Brunswick will take over 1st and 10 at its own 23-yard line.
It'll be interesting if Borton is coming out, and he is.
He is.
So Josiah Borton has rushed in only 2 games this year, folks. 241 yards, a couple of touchdowns, a couple of interceptions. Turnovers have always been one of Josiah's issues, but 2 INTs. He wants to obviously stay away from that here this evening. And running the football, as Sam mentioned, capable, 133 yards and 1 touchdown. Ooh.
Oh, Stanley stood up behind the line of scrimmage on the first give of the game. He lost a couple of yards back to the 21-yard line. It is a 2nd and 12 coming up for the Trojans. 9:53 left in the opening frame here on your FOCUS Broadband game of the week.
7'5", Davion Williams, who's 6'1", don't know his weight, but it's a lot.
Large.
It's
man,
large, maybe even
stud.
extra large, right?
Yeah, he is a good-looking thing in there in the interior of that defensive line. Borton drops back. Now he rifles one down the field. He's got a man. It's caught. And I believe that's Eden Romero, number 9. Big-time throw, big-time catch, and a huge gain on 2nd and 11. What a throw from Borton to Romero all the way to the 41-yard line, Jay. That's 29 and another 9, 38 yards on the completion from Borton to Romero, and the Trojans in business early.
Yeah, Romero actually played quarterback last week in Borton's absence and threw the ball pretty well, 75 yards and a score, but that's his 4th reception of the season. Very versatile player.
Got a dead ball, false start penalty against the Trojans, so that will move the ball back to the 46-yard line and set up a 1st and 15 for the home team.
And you just can't be happy about that. This is week 4, home game, big play. You come out and you have a procedural call before the snap.
Give to Stanley, making some guys miss, still on his feet inside the 40. Wrestled down at the 37-yard line, a gain of about 9 yards. And it'll set up a 2nd and we'll call it 6, partner.
Marzell Stanley, a dynamic back, and he's only in the 10th grade. He's just a sophomore. He's already rushed for 152 yards this year and picked up a touchdown, and he and Davis are a threat from anywhere on the field.
That's a tough duo.
It is.
Tough duo. And, Jay, you like this 2-back gun where they're back there together. Well, they're going to get a free 5 yards here. It's not going to be a first down, Jay. I believe they're going to be about a half-yard shy of the line to gain. But 2nd and a half yard better than 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6 any day.
I think that was Bailey Tripp maybe that got rocked a little bit and then gives his team 5 yards.
So 2nd and 1 for the Trojans. That's Stanley on the give. He's got a first down, looking for more. Wrestled down just shy of the 25-yard line. We'll give him the 26. 5 yards and enough for a West Brunswick first down. So after South Columbus stymied West in the backfield on that first play from scrimmage, the Trojans finding their footing here offensively with a couple nice runs by Stanley and the deep ball to Eden Romero.
Yeah, Hamby was talking about their blocking, and he said last week they did a lot of half blocks. You got to hang with that guy a little bit longer to free up these backs.
Borton fakes the handoff. Now makes a man miss over there. He's going to tuck it and run, and he is smothered and covered back at the 27-yard line. Loss of 1. Officially go down as a sack for the South Columbus defense. And, boy, Jay, I tell you, between 58-75 and 57 on that South Columbus defensive line. So C.J. Joseph.
They got some size.
75, we've talked about Davion Williams. And then 58, Xavier Bellman. Man, they got some good-looking kids on that defensive front.
Got it. Oh, wow.
Slant route intended for number 12, Nick Graham. A great read on that read option. A great decision, a great throw.
Yeah.
And, Jay, that was just got to be hauled in.
They did everything right except catch the ball. Nick will catch that ball a lot more times than he won't. Unfortunately for West, that was one of them won'ts. Still in 4-down territory. And
about to be 3rd and 16.
Once again, boy, those pre-snap penalties, Sam, they just eat you alive. And I say they're still in 4-down territory, but a couple more plays like that, maybe not.
Yeah, and Jay, right now they're in a bit of no man's land. You know, you feel like you're probably too close to punt, and definitely not close enough for a field goal attempt.
Yeah,
so
one of the areas this year for West, is place kicking. I mean, who is handling the kicking?
Strength.
Has not been a strength yet, yeah.
Shotgun snap, 3rd and 16. Borton down the seam, got a man. Surgal, catch.
Nice catch.
Brought down. Man, a nice throw and a nice catch in traffic. Jay, not being overly critical. A nice delivery by Borton, maybe a little bit behind him, and he adjusted kind of mid-air and made a nice catch as he was taking a hit.
Chute did his thing that time, and he's been doing that pretty well this season. That'll be catch number 6. He's got for 155 yards plus that one. He's got a touchdown. And, made a terrific adjustment. That ball was a little behind, but.
Well, a little miscommunication there, and Borton's wrestled down at the 10-yard line, so a loss of 4 yards. Jay, that's 4 negative plays. Actually 5 if you count the penalties. So you got 2 false starts and 2 runs that were stuffed behind the line of scrimmage and a sack.
I think he was trying to hand that ball off to Davis, and you know what? I say anytime you hand the ball off to Davis, it's a good thing.
Good idea. Good idea. Like that. There's Davis around the left side. He's got some running room.
Nice tackle.
Good open field tackle. Who is that over there? That's Hubbard.
Yeah, he's a nice football player. As you said earlier, Russell Dove's got some players this year at South.
They got some dudes.
They do. They got some size up front. They got some skill players. They may not go deep. They don't have a lot of players on the roster, but the ones they have are good.
The top-end talent is there. 3rd and goal from the 6. There's Davis again around the left side, fighting for the goal line. Jay's got to be real close. He's in there. Touchdown. Jaquel Davis around the left side. Collision at the goal line, and Davis won the battle. 6 minutes and 45 seconds. 45 seconds into the first quarter, and the Trojans have raced out to a 6-0 lead over the visiting South Columbus Stallions.
Yeah, some good blocking on the left side of that offensive line. And who is number 31 in the
kick is up?
That'll look good.
And the kick is good. So
that's Carmine.
Carmine. Nice start for the Trojans. And Jay, also a good job. I think it was Borton, the holder. That was a high snap. He plucked that thing out of the air and got it down. Carmine kind of hesitated a little bit, but then knocked it through. Here's the touchdown run. Davis around the left side. Collision near the goal line, and he just ran through Logan Todd and fought his way across the goal line for the first score of the night.
Yeah, they tried to string him out, but he is a tough guy to bring down. And Davis on the season is having a great year. Came into tonight's game 384 yards rushing. That's a 7.8 average and 6 touchdowns. Make it 7 now for the junior running back, Jaquel Davis.
Most people don't score 7 touchdowns in their lives.
No.
He's got 7 in 3.5 weeks.
Kid's a player.
Pretty impressive. There's a high end-over-end kick. This one doesn't take quite as friendly of a bounce for the Stallions, and there's Hubbard around the left side, makes one man miss.
Nice.
Good coverage down there near the 21, 22-yard line. Jay, let me get a number.
10,
that was a
maybe?
really
10 or
nice
12.
tackle. That's 10.
I think it's 10.
Oh,
it is 10.
I think that's an 8 or 9, isn't it?
Okay.
Let's see here.
Oh, maybe Hammond's down there.
Jay, look at – oh, come on, turn around. 19.
19. That's Elijah Bell.
Elijah Bell.
Just a 10th grader.
Nice tackle down there on kickoff coverage. And we get our second look at the South Columbus offense. McPherson in motion. Handoff up the middle. Nothing. Not much going on that first down run for the Stallions. Brought down after a gain of 2 yards. That will set up a 2nd and 8. Ball is out to the 25-yard line of the Stallions.
You know, Whiteville runs the wing T, and week 2, Trojans only gave up 3 touchdowns. That's a pretty good night's work against Whiteville. I got a piece.
Pass is incomplete, brings up a 3rd down for the Stallions.
Pass knocked down. Falls to the turf incomplete, setting up a 3rd and 8 for the Stallions of South Columbus.
Yeah, one of the things you want to do when you're playing the wing T is to clog up them running lanes, and especially that nose tackle, who tonight I think is Stacy Galloway for West Brunswick, and he is a big man in the middle of that line.
Jay, that's going to be short of the line to gain. Got out to about the 27, 28-yard line, but South Columbus still 4 yards shy of the first down marker. 4:20 left in the opening frame. And it looks like the Stallions are trying to bring on the punt team. Still plenty of time left on the play clock.
Quarterback Green, I think, handles punting for South Columbus. Of course, South this year is in the new 3A, 4A, 5A Southeast Conference.
Oh, high snap fielded beautifully there by
got a chance here.
Kavion Griffin. He's dangerous return man. Dangerous return man. Knocked out of bounds inside the 40. A nice return, Jay. I tell you, I just, how many times through the years have we seen these teams let these punts just hit the turf and roll to a stop, and they end up rolling about 20, 25 yards. Instead, he fields it around the 44, returns it about 15, 20 yards. You're talking about what could be the difference in 40 yards of field position by receiving the punt and just running forward.
Huge.
It's
so
a big
huge. Special
difference.
team so huge, and that was a good decision that time by Kavion. Plenty of time. He's gone. Oh, he caught it. Oh, great catch by Griffin.
On Griffin. Back-to-back big-time plays from Griffin. The punt return for about 20 yards. And then Coach Handy, sensing the momentum, goes for the shot on first down. And West Brunswick hits on a 39-yard touchdown strike from Borton to Griffin, and it's a 13-0 lead.
Boy, what a sweet catch. Great concentration. Hopefully get a chance to see that one again by Kavion Griffin. Carmine, little low, but very straight.
Jay, take another look at this one.
This was pretty good coverage, too. But the defensive back got twisted around and fell down, and Griffin was really, really watching that ball. Great concentration by Kavion. And second touchdown of the game. It's USA night.
Look at this, Jay. Flags flying, blue, white, red, white, and blue tie-dye shirts. There in the student section, we got a couple of silver cowboy hats, it appears. Nice-looking student section tonight. Oh, man, I got to get a camera down there. I think there's a young man dressed as Captain America. Wow. I mean, we got all kinds of stuff going on here in the stadium tonight. And most notably for the Trojan faithful is a 14-0 lead on the scoreboard that they've got to cheer about.
Got out of the chute very quickly here. They've looked solid on both sides of the ball here. They've held on their two first defensive possessions. They've scored on their two offensive possessions. It was Jalen Hubbard on the return that time. Gives Stallions fair field position at about their 34.
In the concession stand, stay hydrated. Get you some Blondie's donuts.
You got to make your reads. You got to watch the gaps. You got to plug holes. And West plugged it that time.
Boy, the Trojan defense flying around, making some plays.
And there's Griffin in there early again. And Izzy Sanders
Coach
doing a little
Handy,
dance.
Coach Handy and Aaron Powell were in on that tackle
Yeah.
almost. They were so fired up after that defense on first down. They were both out there around the numbers celebrating with their players. Boy, Saunders has had a great start defensively. He's been involved, if not on every play, pretty doggone close.
Yeah, Izzy just a junior and has played well every time we've seen him this year, I can tell you that.
2nd and 10. Green drops back across the middle of the field. Falls to the turf incomplete. McPherson was the closest receiver, I guess, in the area, but nowhere near a pass completion. We got a 3rd and 10. Ball's at the 34-yard line of the Stallions. And, Jay, don't want to make too much of it too early, but you get the sense that it's a little bit of danger time here for South Columbus. They got to figure out a way to at least get a couple first downs and quell this Trojan momentum.
Yeah, and I think they've probably thrown the ball as much as they have run the ball here, which is uncharacteristic. West has got a good set of linebackers there. They're good open field tacklers. They're quick. They can cover east and west. And they can cover up the middle, too. That's 14 on the tackle. That's
Saunders. Nope, sorry.
So Sanchez,
is
I
4.
think, right?
Yes, thank you.
Antonio Sanchez, who is having one heck of a year so far. 24 total tackles before tonight, 4 of them for a loss and a sack. Walked into the ballpark tonight with his mom. That's one proud mama, let me tell you.
As she should be.
Mrs. Sanchez.
Jay, I would say we saw it in the Bash at the Beach Jamboree and in Week 1. South Columbus has got some tricks up their sleeve. They've scored twice on the hook and ladder this year. And there you go. There's a reverse, but West has it pretty well sniffed out. Yep, tried to run the reverse on 4th and 9 and picked up a couple
Sanchez
yards.
again, Sam.
Boy, that's good discipline by the defense.
Excellent.
Jay Bird. All the things that you just said were critical to do against the offense. Stay in your gap. Stay home. Don't get caught chasing the ball down.
And that's not
West
an easy thing
that.
to do.
No,
so
it's not at all.
I would say the West staff has done a really good job of prepping their defense for this wing tee. Not only tonight, but I'm not sure that North Myrtle doesn't play a wing tee. So
North Myrtle's like single wing.
Oh, single wing.
Yeah,
okay,
like
it was a variation.
Running. Yeah, exactly. Yep. A lot of same principles. Boy, West going for it. They're going to put it up top again, and that's caught. That's a good throw, a good catch. Ramiro went down to the turf and scooped it up at the 29-yard line, about a yard shy of the line to gain. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Trojans, again inside the 30-yard line of the Stallions.
Yeah, catch number 5 on the year for junior free safety, wide receiver, backup quarterback, Eden Romero. Really quality all-around athlete. And nice delivery that time by Borton. Plenty of time.
Handoff, there's Stanley. He's got some running room. He's finally brought down, but Jay, he's inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line. That's a first down and then some. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans inside the 25-yard line. About a minute left in the opening frame.
Yeah, so far, South, no solution for the West attack here, and West has been successful through the air and on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 23. Stanley, the lone back in the backfield with Borton. Borton drops back, going to throw the fade route. He's got a man.
Ooh, close. Close. That was Romero again, wasn't it?
An absolute dime of a throw. Jay, I'd have to get another look at it. It almost looked like he maybe one-handed it, almost one-handed it.
Looked like a catchable ball, and to your point, Borton, pretty pass, and credit that offensive line for giving Borton plenty of time to stand back there and deliver.
Man, just a beautiful throw that was. Here's Stanley around the left side. He's got some running. Man, he is tough, Jay. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. Finally wrestled down around the 6-yard line. 17 yards. And, man, Jay, I know that. We got a flag back around the 17.
Oh,
man.
No. What a tough break for the Trojans.
And Snead's coming off the field with his helmet off. Maybe lost it during those during that last play. Holding West Brunswick, number Well, we had no idea up here, but it nullifies the 17-yard gain. Ball's been backed up to the 28-yard line, where it will be 2nd and 15.
Yeah, so Josiah will sit this play, presumably because his helmet came off.
That's Sneed, not Borton, by the way.
Right, thank you
Yep.
for clarifying that. How many times do you have 2 Josiahs on your team?
Not
right?
often.
That's right.
Not often.
Good for West this year, though.
Yes, it is. 2nd and 15, ball's at the 28. John Davis going to give Stanley a breather. Down the seam. Pass intended for Surigao, but he cannot come down with it. So an incomplete pass sets up a 3rd and 15.
That's pretty good coverage that time by number 6, Ryland Norris. He's a senior, plays strong safety, plays linebacker for South Columbus. He is a good one.
The athletes at West Brunswick would like to recognize our Athletic Booster Club for all they do for our sports teams. Purchasing uniforms, landscaping, new equipment for the weight room, maintaining athletic facilities.
Davis around the right side. Boy, tracked down over there. No gain. And Jay West again in that kind of again in that no man's land. Probably too close to punt. The ball's inside the 30-yard line at the 28, but they got 15 yards to go. But the good news is they're going to have plenty of time to think about it as the first quarter has come to a close. All Trojans in the opening 12 minutes. On your game of the week, it's West Brunswick 14, South Columbus 0. And we're back. 4th down for the Trojans. Borton escapes some pressure. He's going to try to run for it. Makes the man miss. He's got a 1st down. He is right out of bounds right at the 9-yard line. Oh, Jay, another flag against the Trojans. Man, would have been one heck of a 4th down conversion. Instead, it will be holding, and that's coming back. Two big runs that set West up inside the 10-yard line, both nullified by holding calls.
Yeah, Coach Andy won't be happy about that. No coach would be. Excellent run by Borton that time. And again, well, maybe the holding was part of the reason that he had plenty of time to not only throw but to decide to run. Got to clean that up, guys. First play of the 2nd quarter, and that's the 2nd holding call.
Jay, they're going to leave the offense on the field. Now this one does surprise me a little bit, Jay. Now that it's 4th and about 25 and the ball's back at the 39, I figured they might punt this one and try to pin them deep. But they're going to leave the offense on the field and take a deep shot. Oh, he's got a man! Griffin alone behind the defense. And this is why Shane Handy is the head football coach at West Brunswick, and I'm upstairs with a headset on working for FOCUS Broadband. Dynamite call on 4th and 26 from the 39-yard line. And once again, I tell you, Jay, I'm not sure I've ever seen Borton throw it quite this well. He's a good player.
Yeah.
But, man, I mean, tonight everything he throws is on target.
Yeah, he has been on the money this evening. And, again, he's getting a lot of time to throw. But You know, those ribs must be feeling pretty good. He was banged up after the Whiteville game, sat out last week, but he's playing well tonight.
Kick is up.
Short, I
Kick
think.
is no good. So West 2 for 3 on extra point tries tonight. And, Jay, here we go. Clean pocket. I mean, a clean pocket.
Not a white shirt around him, and he makes a strong delivery and just not the best coverage in that secondary by South that time. And Griffin makes him pay. 39 yards.
39 yards.
Was the first one 39 yards?
It
too?
was.
Yeah,
It was. Very
so.
good call.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Look at me. Oh, my gosh.
Tell you what.
Broken watch right twice a night, huh? West off to a good start.
Going through these details with fine-tooth combs. Shout out to South Brunswick assistant football coach Justin White, who is family. And when the Stallions are in action, we're always interested to see how they're doing on Friday nights. Justin, also the head baseball coach at South Columbus. So, Jay, assistant football coach and head baseball coach, he's staying pretty busy.
He's staying real busy.
These high school coaches work so hard. I mean, they really do.
They do.
The hours they put in.
30, maybe now it's up to 37 cents an hour or something like that. I don't know.
I think at some point in my dad's lifetime, he did the math, and it was like less than a nickel or something.
Was it?
An hour.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that was a long time ago. So, yeah, 37
that's when a nickel really meant something, you know.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Here's a run up the middle. Jay, that ball's on the ground. Oh, I can't see, folks. I can't see. I apologize there. Ball was not on the ground. That's Gentry Thompson. Picks up 1 yard on the carry.
What a great name. Gentry Thompson, just a 10th grader.
Speaking of on point, Megan Hardy, the scoreboard operator here at West Brunswick, she is totally dialed on her downs and distances on the scoreboard. When I don't know it, she's always got it exactly right.
I don't
on the
ever
scoreboard.
listen to you. I just watch Coach Hardy.
And that's very smart. That is very smart.
That's Thompson again on the carry, trying to get him on track. Coach Dove trying to do anything to get the Stallions to pick up a first down.
Yeah, still looking for their first down of the night, Jay. We are 13 minutes and 35 seconds into this game.
Big shout out to our teacher of the week, Mr. Parker.
Let's see what they do. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right under heavy pressure, and that pass is at the feet of Briar Johnston. Took a big hit, too, from West Brunswick linebacker Jabari Cumbie. He's a tough player, too, Jay Bird. I know you like him. You always have.
I like him a lot. 18 total tackles, 1 for a loss for the senior Jabari Cumbie. And he had a pretty good pressure that time. That was great coverage in the secondary by West Brunswick. I don't really think Green had anybody open.
No, Jay really did well to get it away with Cumbie. A lot of times in those situations when you're under pressure, that sometimes means a guy's open somewhere. That wasn't the case. West was able to get pressure and had it well covered.
Sometimes pressure's the best pass defense. Nice.
Pass came out, Jay. Came out. They called it incomplete pass, and it's a turnover on downs. Is that Trey Evans over there at the top of the screen? It was indeed. It was indeed. So, Jay, if I'm not mistaken, he's the area leader in interceptions.
With 3.
Yes, good call.
Yeah, Trey Evans is having a great senior year. Is he a fifth-year senior or something? Eighth year senior.
It's funny you mention that. So, Jay, his dad, Gene, messages me every time we do a West game. He's just so thankful and appreciative. And he'll go back. He comes to the games, obviously, but he'll go back and watch the broadcast. And he always jokes with me that we joke about Trey being here for, 8, 9 years.
Yeah, I know.
And so Gene actually clarified Trey came up his last 2 or 3 games of his freshman year and played varsity. So it seems like he's been here forever because he has.
He has played a lot.
Yep. Remember LaRon Prophet, college basketball
I
player
do.
at Maryland?
Maryland
I
guy.
always felt that way about him, Jay, because he played a lot as a freshman. So by his senior year, LaRon Prophet had to be 41 years old. It felt that way.
I think I don't think he had grandchildren then, but, might have. That was Davis picking up, 4, Sam? Something like that.
Picked up 4 to the 33-yard line, where it will be 2nd and 6. 9.5 minutes left in the opening half. There's Ja Davis. Jay, I tell you what's a little intriguing about tonight in the first 15 minutes of game action. If I'd have told you before the game started, West would be up 20-0 early in the second quarter, you would have probably assumed that Davis was off to a monster night. It's not been the case.
Yeah, you know what? He's not played a lot of snaps in the first quarter. But it looks like second quarter might be his time. I love the way he hesitated that time at the line, just sizing up. Where am I going? He ain't going to size nothing up this time.
South had that one completely dialed
That's
up. The
great
well-timed blitz, like a perfect call defensively. Davis had no chance after he got that.
You know why?
Handoff.
You know who was in on that stop? I'm pretty sure that was Briar Johnson.
10.
And he's a dude, and going to call timeout.
West Brunswick called a timeout before this 4th and 5, 4th and 6 snap. Jay, a cotton candy sky framing MH Rourke Stadium tonight. I mean, would you
looky
at that?
there.
What is that thing you talk about on WECT?
Oh,
snap,
shoot,
it, share.
See it, send it, shoot it.
Snap, shoot, share, see.
Something. Darius did that one night, my wife, and darned if they didn't put it on there.
I tell you what.
Yeah.
Also, we got a happy birthday song ringing out in the bleachers. So happy birthday to the recipient of said song.
I don't know. Izzy Sanders is down there.
Hold on.
We just
They
heard.
may have been singing to FOCUS Broadband production manager Nathan Evers.
News.
Who turns the big 20 years old tomorrow. Youngest production manager in FOCUS Broadband history.
In the whole United States, I
34-year-old
think.
Nathan Evers.
Just
happy birthday, Nathan.
Happy birthday, Nathan. Darius's birthday was Wednesday.
That's who they were singing to.
And she got a trip to Europe out of it.
Wow. What are you going to do while she's gone?
I don't know. It depends on. I hope you and Maggie will take me in. That's what I'm hoping.
So, Jay, you don't see this a whole lot. Back-to-back timeouts by West Brunswick. 8:40 left in the first half. West called a timeout to talk about it. Lined up on the ball. I guess didn't love the look that they got. Called another one. PA man Jimmy Caraway making me hungry up here. Going through the litany of menu items.
Candy, chips, nachos, sunset sloshies.
Say that 5 times fast.
Blondie's Donuts is in the house. Who is a happy FOCUS Broadband customer, I am told, by Birthday Boy.
You know who else is a happy FOCUS Broadband customer?
Who's that?
Me.
Excellent.
Me.
As am I, by the way.
There you go.
Yeah.
Only the best, folks.
The ladies are
We
too.
bring you only the best.
Well, if we was bringing only the best, the 2 camera ladies would be behind.
West Brunswick trying to bring the best on this 4th down,
Wide
and it
open.
is complete for a first down. That's Ramiro.
Wow.
Man, I tell you, that Ian Ramiro is a nice player. He can Jay filled in admirably at quarterback last week, and then just hops right back out to wide receiver the next week, to his more normal position, I guess. And he has, 5 catches in the first quarter and a half?
Well, I thought that was his 3rd catch tonight, and maybe more, but he's been nails tonight catching the ball, except for the one down in the end zone, and I'm not sure about that one.
Well, big 4th down conversion there. Now Stanley's got it, trying to get to that second level. no go, but he got to the 21, a gain of 3.
Number 6, Marzell Stanley, the ball carrier.
Just trying to see who that one of the West blockers was downfield. It may have been trying to grab a number. Tough to see. Anyway, they were in a pretty good wrestling match down there around the 10. No flags, though. That's good. Kind of a long time getting this play in. Oh, the officials are, oh, wait a minute. I spoke too soon.
There was
Sam.
a flag, wasn't there?
Oh, it's probably on both teams. Okay.
Offsetting penalties.
They were both tangled up pretty well.
Brings up a second down for the Trojans.
Wait. Are they offsetting after the play? Because the result of the play stood. It's
Looks
a
like
second
it.
and 7 here. Anyway, we move forward. Shotgun snap. Borden under duress. Oh, very nearly circus catch there across the middle of the field. Pass intended for Surigao. And Josiah Borden just had the luxury of getting a face mask full of C.J. Joseph, the sophomore defensive lineman for the Stallions. And then Jay was really nice. He helped him up after delivering a pretty big hit. Hung around after the play ended and helped Borden up, and they kind of, slapped helmets, mutual show of respect from the young competitors.
I'll tell you what, when Borden wants to air it out or wants to really zip it in, he can.
Borden's loose.
He's in.
5, touchdown. Josiah Borden, have yourself a night. With 8:01 left in the second quarter, the Trojans have steamrolled their way to a 26-0 advantage.
That was almost like a delay play, but I just think it was more that Josiah looked up and said, wow, look at that wide open middle of the field.
Good
And,
play
he's
call,
pretty
too,
quick.
Jay.
He's pretty
Good.
quick.
I believe this is young Matty Richardson on to attempt the extra point.
Hey.
It's a
Whistle.
perfect kick, but a whistle blows it dead. Let's see what the call is.
Well, I guess they're going to.
Jay, I don't think there is a flag. I think it was just they weren't quite ready for, the referee's got to say, all right, we're ready for play.
Well, Maddie was ready. Let her
Maddie
kick.
was. She knocked it right through.
Romero with the hold.
Good snap. Hold is down.
It's
Kick
up.
is up.
Oh,
hit the upright.
Hit the upright.
Kick is no good.
Someone told me Maddie's a pretty good soccer player.
I don't doubt that. She's
Yeah.
got a good leg.
Yeah, she did.
Speed
that's
option.
important.
Fakes the pitch. Cuts it back into the middle of the field. Tutty.
Just like his decision making that time, he didn't kind of labor around deciding what to do. And north and south sometimes is the shortest distance, and Borden proved it on that touchdown run. So the Trojans, aside from a couple of missed extra points, have been darn near perfect offensively here this evening.
Jay,
Haven't punted yet.
No, they have not. I was going to ask you, can they play better offensively than they're playing right now?
4 for 4.
And it's nice to see the balance tonight.
Yeah.
They've had a lot of success on the ground and a lot of success through the air. Hubbard, he's got a crease.
He's got success unless you make it stop.
Crease. That's going to be tough. Yep.
Didn't get him.
Could not bring him down. No flags on the field. Jalen Hubbard, 85 yards. Touchdown on the kickoff return, and the Stallions on the board with 7:47 left to go in the first half.
Boy, a breakdown on special teams for the Trojans. It's special teams has been sort of the Achilles heel for them here this evening on the extra points and then on kick coverage that time. Oscar Valdez in to handle the place kicking. Oscar's a pretty good kicker. Had 2 extra points last week against Loris.
Jay, do we have a delay of game on the extra point? Oh, no, illegal substitution, I believe, on the Trojans. They had 12 on the field.
Well, nice try, but can only play with 11.
Better chance of blocking it if you throw an extra guy out there.
That's right, yeah.
Jay, do we know any of the other games in the area this evening?
We do. We'll get to them here. Let's see what happens. Well, wait a minute, Sam. What are you doing?
Got some score updates for you. St. Paul's leading North Brunswick 21-0 in the second quarter. Second quarter, South Brunswick leading Richlands 14-7. Jay, that's a big one. Richlands has had a good start.
Break up the Cougars. They won last week, broke that long losing streak.
Jacksonville up 20-0 on Topsail. And that's about all we got for you right now. Nathan's alma mater, Currituck, tied 14-all with Holmes County. There you go. Jay, Hubbard, once he got here, it was going to be real tough.
Yeah, and then he made a nice little juke move and then used his speed on that right sideline to finally get the Stallions on the board here this evening. 26-7 with 7:47 to go here. A lot of time left. If you're going to be down a lot, it's best to be down a lot early, right?
Yes.
Time to.
Whiteville leading East Columbus 44-0. And, guys, that's some early season frustration that Whiteville's taking out on the Gators of
Tell you what, there's
a
big Carolina Coast Conference game tonight up in Wilmington with Hoggard and Panther Creek, both up in 3-0.
Boy, Hoggard's schedule early in the year has been brutal. Surprise onside kick, West.
Nice.
That's a great play.
Who caught
Jay,
that?
get a number.
Who got that?
Get a number. That's a good,
45,
smart play.
45, Sam.
Recovered by number 45,
Giuseppe Ambrosio. Giuseppe. That's a good play, smart play. Jay, he didn't try to field it and go crazy with it. He got it, fell down, boom.
As bad as their last special teams play was, that one was good.
Yes.
Great play by Ambrosio. Junior tight end, linebacker. Keep making plays like that, you're going to do more than kickoff returns. So Josiah 4 for 4 here tonight. Let's see if he can make it 5 for 5 and get that kickoff return touchdown evened up.
West Brunswick up 26-7. By the way, Jay, I meant to note on the extra point for South Columbus, Valdez has a huge leg.
He's got a boomer.
That was a booming kick.
Here's a boomer right here.
John Davis.
Wow.
Inside the 40 to the 37-yard line, a gain of 14 yards and a West Brunswick first down.
Darn, that kid can run hard. He can run through you. He can run away from you.
He can run around you.
He can run around you, He is and he's just a junior, ladies and gentlemen. Averages nearly 8 yards a touch, 6 TDs coming into this evening's game.
Corner route. He's got a man. Wow. It's Surigao. Touchdown. Josiah Borton to Jude Surigao. Trojans, 5 offensive possessions, 5 touchdowns, and it's a 32-7 lead at M.H. Rourke Stadium.
Yeah, what you were saying earlier about Borton throwing dimes, That was a whole pack of dimes that time.
A whole roll?
Yeah, a whole roll of dimes. Sweet pass. Nice route by Jude. Touchdown, Trojans. That didn't take long. How many yards was that one, Sam?
37 yards.
Not quite 39.
So Borden has had touchdown passes of 39, 39, and now 37. And a touchdown run.
Over 100 yards through the air already. Going for 2.
Going for 2. Slant route.
Got it.
Kavion Griffin. Caught. 34-7. West Brunswick. Has Borden made a mistake yet? What a night the young man is having.
Plenty of time, though. Give that offensive line lots of credit. And Jude must have run some great route that time because the defensive back was about 8 yards behind him. Griffin continues his nice night. A couple of touchdowns and now a 2-point conversion that time.
And a nice punt return he had.
And a nice punt return. Yeah, he did. And still lots of time. 7-11 here in quarter number 2.
Oh, Jay, here he goes again.
He's got a shot.
Oh, Hubbard.
Wow.
Oh, Mother Hubbard is giving the Trojans fits on kickoff return team. Also, this second quarter has taken some time, partner. Oh, we still got 7 minutes left in the first half. Yeah, first quarter flew by. Second quarter, they're just trading touchdowns every other play.
Yeah.
It's been a slow-moving second frame here at MH Rourke Stadium. I mean, I tell you what, tonight is about as good a weather as you could hope for high school football.
Pretty, yeah.
I know a lot of people like the November when it gets cold
Yeah.
and you got to bundle up. After doing that playoff game here against Chapel Hill that night in the cold and the rain, I think I could go without that forever.
Hubbard.
Kavion Griffin ran in there, tried to bring down Hubbard on the end around. What a nice run. Boy, when Jalen Hubbard touches it for South Columbus, good things are happening.
He had one of the touchdowns last week against Loris. And, Jalen is a good football player, offensively, defensively. And as you mentioned early on this evening, Sam, a pretty good-sized guy at 6'2", $185. Well, Stallions, big guys up front, won that battle.
I'll say. First down for the Stallions. Jay?
What's that?
Is that the first down of the night?
I believe that might be. When you defend the wing T, you've got to make your reads. You got to stay and not get trapped by the ball.
Oh, face mask.
That's too bad. Cause
it was a good play.
Good penetration, but
just gonna get penalized for it. But it was a nice play by 13. Jay, I believe that is Holmes.
Senior, 13 total tackles on the year for Jamin Holmes. Yeah, when you're coming through like that, you're just kind of reaching and grasping, and that was kind of an inadvertent but penalty nonetheless.
I think that kind of described my life pretty well right now, reaching and grasping and good Lord Jay, hanging on for dear life.
I thought you meant inadvertent. That's
that too.
Yeah.
Just the rat race, right?
Yeah, the rat race we all are a part of.
Wouldn't trade it for anything in this world. 1st and 10, Stallions at the 34-yard line. Speaking of 34, happy birthday, production manager Nathan Evers, 34 years old. Tomorrow, we don't want to celebrate him too early.
Much better job defensively that time by West Brunswick. They filled up those gaps.
Jay, I will say this, and not only because we're sitting right beside him, but I think you would agree with me. Nathan, one of the all-time good guys.
Oh, it's great. Great young man, let me tell you.
Listen, the young people, it makes a difference when you enjoy being around the people you work with.
We've got all young people. Well, you're young people.
Yes, we do.
You're young people.
Yes, we do. 2nd and 9 at the 33. There's Hubbard on the handoff. Oh, big hit there by somebody. He got lost in a sea of
black shirts.
Jay, I tell you,
Holmes
since
again?
a couple of those Hubbard on the carry, Holmes on the tackle. Since the Hubbard kickoff return touchdown, he's got some more touches offensively.
Guess he earned them, huh?
I would say so, yeah.
Well, and at least for the minimal amount of plays we've seen on this possession, looks like South Columbus has gone back to, they're bringing who they usually, or dancing with who they usually bring to the dance, and that's that running that wing T. Threw the ball a lot early in the first quarter and a half.
Let me set something up for you here.
Set it
okay?
up.
Well, I want you to follow me.
Okay.
West Brunswick hangs on tonight, wins this one. The Trojans defeat Laney next week.
Which is?
Under a first-year head coach.
Which
it's feasible.
Yeah, Laney 1-2.
And the Trojans take on Hoggard in week 6.
Wow.
4-1 against 5-0.
And the new with first place in the new conference at stake. Is that game here or up there?
I'm just saying.
Is that game up there or here?
That's a great question.
I think it's up there. Yeah, I think it's.
It is. West played Hoggard here last year. You're correct.
Is that
You're correct.
Across the bridge, right? So
over the river and through the woods, across the bridge.
I read somewhere that game that West played last week against North Myrtle Beach, they're the only team in the conference to play out of the state of North Carolina this year.
Huh. Oh, there's a D-ball. He's got a man. Oh, nice throw, but off the fingertips of Preston Dager.
That was Brian Johnson that time who made the throw.
Oh, it was Johnson who threw it, not Green.
He's got an arm. Yeah, he
played
the ball
quarterback last year, Jay Bird.
Yeah, Briar's a good football player.
Jay, I don't want to open fresh wounds. What happened Sunday night football, your Ravens? What happened?
Well, if you don't want to open fresh wounds, why have you gone ahead and done it?
I didn't say I wasn't willing to do it. I just said I didn't want to.
That cost me nearly a night of sleep.
And those are valuable.
Jeez, at my age, are you kidding you? Jiminy Christmas.
Man, I mean, they controlled the game from start to, the 3-minute mark, 2.5-minute mark.
Maybe more than that. Yeah, that's and unfortunately
another timeout
we're
on
in
the field here.
In the NFL Pro Talk now. Unfortunately, that's what the Ravens have done far too many times in the last 10, 15 years. Anyway.
Another timeout on the field. South Columbus showing that they've got one left. I had them for 3, but again, what do I know? 4th and 8 after this timeout, Jay. And, Jay, I'm just going to ask you, what has been the trick? West, and I know no Josiah Borton, so this isn't totally fair, but 12 points last week in a 4-quarter game to 34 in 17 minutes of game action. At the 7-minute mark of this quarter, West had 34. The offense has been just about perfect.
Yeah, well,
what's the difference?
Well, Borton, I guess you can make an argument that the difference is Borton, but then back to your point when we were first coming on about a couple of times West was in the red zone and didn't take advantage of it. Well, tonight they're taking advantage of anything and everything.
Did you happen to see how the Scorpions lost last week against West Carteret? 2-point conversion with seconds left.
But I happened to see how South Brunswick got their first win of the year.
Deep pass over the head of the intended receiver, Hubbard. It is incomplete. A turnover on downs. And, Jay, we get another look at Josiah Borton and the Trojan offense.
I'll tell you what, Griffin back defensively that time, continuing his fine evening of play. I believe, and Sam, and I was out of town over the weekend, but I thought I read where South Brunswick won on a minute left, a long 59-yard touchdown pass from Daniels.
Wonder who called it. Wonder if it was one of those young sophomores.
Could have been. But anyway, broke that 19-game losing streak, and
boy, that had to feel good for Coach Yao.
And I understand they're up.
They're beating Richlands.
14.
So. Richlands had either they won last week or went to overtime against, I think, East Duplin. Had a real good game. Stanley thrown down for a loss. Boy, that is a pancake of all pancakes there for number 55, Josiah Sneed on the offensive line. Shout out West Brunswick's Garrison Abbott, the junior offensive and defensive lineman and son of local legend Matthew Abbott.
Nice
FOCUS Broadband's very own Matthew Abbott, who's also on the chain gang here at MH Rourke Stadium. We will not hold Garrison's affiliations with Matt against the child. Oh, that's a good read by Borton, and then he found Ramiro across the 40 to the 41. He's making the right decisions. He's putting the ball on target.
He's
running when he needs to. This is about as good as I've seen Borton play, Jay Bird.
Me too. He is, what do we say, he's spinning it tonight. And forget the location rotation. He's had them both.
He has had them both. Yes, well said. And his receivers have done a good job.
Yeah, that's catch number 4, I believe, for Eden Romero.
Oh, good decision again. I
Yeah,
maybe tried to cut that one out and didn't need to, but he's still on his feet.
He's still
on his feet. Look at Borton go, wrestle down at the 30-yard line, a gain of 29 yards.
Wow.
And a West Brunswick first down. Boy, I tell you another thing, Jay, he is playing hard. You can tell. You can watch this game and tell how much he missed being out there a week ago.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
He's running hard.
You know, maybe the inconsistencies that he has plagued him in the past, and he's really been running this attack now for 2 years. He's started as a freshman, so all those reps, all the practice, all these gameplay situations, all coming to fruition here this evening for junior quarterback Josiah Borton.
1st and 10 at the 30. Borton drops back, rolls to his right. Got a guy in the end zone.
Wow.
Touchdown, Trojans. Borton to number 12. Nick Graham, and the Trojans are rolling inside MH Rourke Stadium. That is a 40-burger in the first half. Trojans lead 40-7.
Wow, and again, another just perfectly thrown pass, this time to Nick Graham. 3rd catch of the year for him, 2nd touchdown catch of the year. Maddie.
Get in there.
Good.
Yeah, way to go, Maddie Richardson. She knocks it through. So her first point, Jay, here we go. We talk about his decision-making. Steps up into the clean pocket. Short roll to the right. Threw it before he got to the line of scrimmage. Bingo, bango, bongo. Touchdown, Nick Graham.
Wow. Just great execution. And I don't know, there was somebody on that West offensive line, I want to say the right tackle, but somebody gave him a really good block, pushed the defensive player out, and that's when Josiah stepped up and made a perfect delivery and an easy catch for Nick Graham.
The closest I've seen him look to a young Jay Combs is tonight.
Jay Combs. Jay Combs could not tie that kid's shoes, let me tell you.
Carmine.
34-point advantage with 2:22 to go in the 2nd quarter.
Boy, there's a high end-over-end kick, fielded cleanly. Oh, he's going to go all the way across the field. West has him smothered and covered. Good kickoff coverage by the Trojans.
Yeah.
Bring him down inside the 25-yard line. And, boy, Jay, this has not been what we've seen from South Columbus in the first at least 2 weeks of the season.
No,
the last 2 weeks, they've now given up 95 points in the last 6 quarters.
Well, their per game average coming into this evening, they had scored 32, but they had given up 31. And, a lot of those in the last couple of games. In the last game in particular, 54 points to Loris. But before that, 21 points the opening week against Swansboro and only gave up 20 to West Columbus. And, my goodness, they've given up 41 here, and we're still in quarter number 2.
Toss sweep around the right side. That's Gentry Thompson. He's brought down inbounds after about a 4, maybe 5-yard gain. No 2-minute warning in high school football, folks. That clock will continue to tick. 1:53, 1:52. So we are approaching the latter stages of the first half.
I think, South may be playing a little defense here on offense. You know what I mean?
I think you're right. Let's take this one to the break and lick our wounds a little bit, right, Coach?
Mm-hmm.
False start.
Flag on the play.
False start against the Stallions of South Columbus. So that'll take away the 5 yards they gained on first down.
Sanchez gave us about as perfect pointing towards
the field house
South
end.
Columbus. Yeah, I don't know. I think he was just conveying merely
that was
penalty.
like a back 'em on up.
Yeah. That may be the first call of the night against South, a team that runs a tricky offense. They've been.
Oh, boy.
Who was that?
What a hit.
Who was
Sanchez.
that?
Man, that was a big
Mama
hit.
Sanchez, did you see that? Did you see that?
Mama Sanchez, be proud of the young man.
That dude can hit. He can hit. He's one of them linebackers that, man, he's quick. He's strong.
And he packs a punch.
Packs a punch. P-A-P, packs a punch.
Pap.
Third.
In a tall sweep around the left side.
Good job.
Number 3 batting on the carry. Tackle made.
Nice play by Holmes over there to spill that out.
And
Jay,
I'm sorry, Sam. I was just going to say, now, Nick Brown made that tackle. Nick Brown, I believe, is the first game of the year tonight.
Yeah,
and you can see the difference he makes.
You know he was looking forward to debuting those orange gloves and cleats.
Man, sweet.
Jay, I think both teams contend on taking this one to the halftime
I
break.
think so, too.
Quick first half parting thoughts?
Good half by West Brunswick. South got to regroup.
South Columbus, time to regroup. West Brunswick going to see if they can keep their foot on the gas. A lot of life inside M.H. Rourke Stadium for the first time in a few years. And what's not to be excited about, it's a 41-7 lead here on your FOCUS Broadband Game of the Week. We'll be back with the second half. high-flying West Brunswick offense has staked the Trojans to a 41-7. Yes, you're hearing that correctly. 41-7, a 40-burger in the first half for the Trojans of West Brunswick. 24 minutes of game action. We're almost set to start the third quarter. The referees are having a conversation over there with South Brunswick head coach Russell Dove. Not sure what that's about, but we are almost set to begin the second half. Jay, the Josiah Borton show. How about this, Jay? 41 points and no touchdowns from Marzell Stanley or Jacquel Davis. None.
That's a surprise. Generally speaking, those two kids provide the points, but tonight it's all Josiah Borton as another onside kick is recovered by
another unsuccessful onside kick. I tell you though, Valdez has got that onside kick down. He's kicked two good ones.
He's a good kicker.
I think that was Surregal that reached that big paw in there and got that one, Jay Bird.
Borton, 4 touchdown passes and a 2-point conversion and a touchdown run. 5 of the 6 touchdowns scored were by Josiah Borton. They didn't punt. I think they held, they being West, held South Columbus to 1 first down, and their only score came on a kickoff return.
Jay, I misspoke. Jacquel Davis did have the touchdown run down here around the left side on 3rd and goal from the 6.
He should give it back.
We'll give Borton that one.
Okay.
No, Jaw Davis earned that one.
Ooh.
There's a good throw and catch. That's Nick Graham. He had a touchdown catch in the first half. Man, we got some big bodies down around midfield. That's Surregal. Slow to get up, but the result of the play is about 12 yards and another West Brunswick first down. This offense has been crisp, clean, efficient, effective. They've done it on the ground. They've done it through the air. And, Jay, worth mentioning, too, the defense pitched a shutout. It was a South Columbus kickoff return touchdown, so the West defense has not allowed any points tonight.
Yeah, I think they've only given up 1 first down, and there goes Borton.
Borton kept it. He made a guy miss. He got a good block by Griffin. He's going to get called for a hold.
Oh. What did he do?
I think he held.
Darn.
I'm kidding, Jay Bird. I was looking for Coach Handy's reaction to justify my response, and Coach Handy didn't have anything to say to the officials about it.
Was that Griffin you said? Yeah,
it was Griffin. Yeah, on the edge. And, Jay, I think when Borton's got that much open space, I just don't think it was real necessary.
He could just stand there.
Right.
Yeah.
Just kind of like setting a pick in basketball.
Yeah.
Even if the guy hops off you and makes a tackle, you still got a 10 to 15-yard gain. So
I would say
anyway,
maybe the first thing he's done wrong all night.
Boy, he has had a great night. He had a really nice touchdown catch. He had a 2-point conversion catch. He's had 2 touchdown catches.
2 touchdown
catches. The deep
catches,
corner route and then the deep ball on contested deep ball early in the game. There's Jaw Davis trying to find some running room. I will say this, Jay, South Columbus, generally speaking, has done a good job defending the run tonight.
They have.
Okay.
It's been much more of a passing attack that has been very successful for West Brunswick. And maybe, it's as simple as we're going to take what they give us. And their coverage has been very loose, and the offensive line has protected Borton extremely well. And then Josiah making really good decisions with the football here tonight.
As Jay often says, West Brunswick has done their damage principally through the air. I mean, we don't say that often about them doing it through the air, but principally
we say it this way right here.
There he goes, Jay Bird. John Davis inside the 25.
Dang.
Wrestled down around the 21-yard line. Jay, that's a gain of about 20 yards and a West Brunswick first down. Boy, this is – I just can't even I hope it is coming through on the TV if you're watching. I know you don't always get the full picture watching everything, but this has been as dominant as you can imagine. I mean, it is – West has just been so sharp.
I don't know what Davis runs a 40 in, but I can tell you the first 20 –
it don't take long.
It don't take long. Golly, that kid's got he's got some burst.
Yep. Jay, my dad had a running back one time, and he had a cousin on the team, and the cousin went to Dad and said, Coach, you'll like him. He's got speed and juke.
Oh,
Borton stayed on his feet, still on his feet, made one guy miss. He could not make Easton McPherson miss, but he picked up good yardage.
John Davis took it on the chops that time. Oh, man. Look, he's still bent over out there, Sam. I hope he's okay. He got belted, and Borton picks up 5.
Ashley leading Fike 17-14. Hoggard
beating
Panther Creek 37-7. St. Paul's up 21-7 on the Scorpions of North Brunswick, and South Brunswick up 28-7 on Richlands.
Wow. The Cougs are coming.
Jacksonville thumping Topsail 20-0 in the third quarter. Whiteville up 44-0 on East Columbus in the fourth. Laney beating South Central.
It's a nice one.
South Central was 3-0 going into tonight. Laney 1-2, but Laney up 17-0. And then a semi-area score, I guess you call it. Trask up on West Bladen 30-6. A semi-area score.
That's in that conference we're covering now, right? 3A, 4A, 5A.
Can we get some updates from the Swine Valley? There's Borton still on his feet inside the 5. It's a first down and then some. Trojans with a nice drive to begin the third quarter. It's first and goal from the 3. It was about a 10-yard run from Borton. Actually, about a 15-yard run from Borton. Be first and goal at the 3. Jay, this drive approaching 4 minutes. Been about 8 plays. And West has methodically moved the ball down the field. And, Jay, this was not similar to their scoring attack in the first half. This one's been more methodical, hasn't it?
More on the ground, and very successful. Now, Borton's responsible for several of those big pickups.
Davis straight through the teeth of the South Columbus defense. He's real close, but marked down. Jay, I don't think the referee's foot could be any closer to the goal line. Got a man down.
One of the South players, little slow getting up, number 58. That's
he's a nice player,
Bellman,
too.
Yeah, he's made a couple good plays here.
Xavier, a senior defensive tackle. So, Jay, second and goal from about the inch line. This drive has taken up 4 minutes and 9 seconds, and a touchdown would put West up by 40.
And what does that mean?
I think it's 42.
Is it 42? Okay.
See if we can get some running clock clarification from the head honchos. It is a 42-point margin.
Thanks, Coach.
So, however, touchdowns now count as 8, so it'll be 49-7.
What about a touchdown and a 2-point conversion?
It would indeed. Second and goal from the 1. Davis walks in. Touchdown. His second touchdown scamper of the night. Jay was selling him short at halftime. It's been a relatively, by his standards, a quiet night. And just into the third quarter, he's got 2 rushing touchdowns. So another night at the office for Jockwell Davis.
Kid's good. Only going to get better.
Now that's some analysis.
Yeah.
The kid is good.
The kid is good.
Carmine back on to attempt the point after try. Deputy Chad Hughes in the office tonight.
And the point after.
Point after's up. Point after's good. 48-7. West Brunswick leading. Jay, this is about the easiest touchdown you can get.
One of the big guys.
Man, 52. Is that Abbott?
Well,
nice block by Abbott.
Abbott and 51, Luke Helms. Only a sophomore, by the way.
You remember Luke's brother that played here, Noah?
I do.
He'll have 2 more brothers that play here in a couple years,
Got
Silas and Levi.
Some twins coming, right?
Yeah.
So good effort by the offensive line and Davis. And, again, West Brunswick has yet to have to punt the ball this evening.
That's 7 for 7, partner. 7 drives, 7 touchdowns. And let's see if West kicks it away from Hubbard. Oh, that one's going to be blown dead. The Trojans were offside. So we're going to have to reload that one with 7:47 left in the third quarter. West leading 48-7.
Just kind of excited that time we're West kick team to get down the field, but they'll re-kick.
Going to Europe? Man, Jay Bird, our color analyst, is well-traveled.
Not me.
Oh, not you.
No, my wife is going to Europe for her birthday.
And, Jay, am I correct in that we will be in Leland next week as the New Hanover Wildcats travel to Scorptown? It will also be our first listen to the North Brunswick band of the season, which is always a treat. Oh, a low squibby kick. Oh, made one infielder miss. But no, Sanchez.
Somebody didn't miss.
Sanchez.
Oh, geez.
Sanchez.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no, Jay, he's signaling run it.
Run it.
It is a running clock. It is a running clock.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay, maybe they changed the rules.
The plot has changed.
Maybe they changed the rules.
The plot has thickened. I tell you, who's not treating this like a running clock situation is Antonio Sanchez.
Jeez.
He's about as fired up and excited as I've seen a kid here in a couple years. I mean, he is just so amped up out there.
With good reason, huh?
Yes, with good reason. Handoff around the right side. Saunders did a good job forcing him back to the inside. Shed the block and made the tackle, Jay, but it was a good run.
Yeah,
by South Columbus.
One of a handful of decent offensive plays for the Stallions here this evening. I could be wrong, but I think they only made one legitimate first down in the first half. They came out throwing the ball quite a bit, and then about midway through the second quarter, they kind of started running the ball again.
Good play over there.
Who's that?
That was Holmes on the initial hit that stopped him, and then Stanley was there to bring him down.
Wow. Holmes, great penetration that time.
Jay, on your roster, I'm seeing a number 78, Jameis Stanley for West Brunswick.
Yeah.
I wish you could have seen his daddy play offensive and defensive line. He played for Coach Hickman.
Well, they listed Jameis.
Boy, oh boy, he was
as a
player.
A freshman. I don't know if he's, sometimes the freshmen are up and sometimes they're not.
Boy, his dad also named Jameis.
And he could play, huh?
Man, some kind of high school football player.
So, Sam, can you go through the running clock? When does it stop?
It would stop if the deficit got back or if the margin got back within 40.
Or does it stop on
injuries?
Injuries,
yeah. But and timeouts.
And timeouts.
But incomplete passes, penalties, change of now they'll stop it on change of possession. Like after the kickoff and the return, it'll roll again.
It'll start rolling again. Gonna throw it.
Oh, that's a good throw and catch to Briar Johnson. He's across midfield. Like that, Jay. Under normal circumstances, when they move the chains, the clock would stop until they got the chain set and re-swat the ball. Now it just continues to roll like the NFL after a completed pass and a first down. There's no clock stoppage to mark the ball. It just continues to roll, and man, it makes things go quick. So if you're just joining us and this deficit stays 40-plus, do not blink or you'll miss the second half. It rolls on quickly. McPherson around the left side. He's got some running room, Jay. He's knocked out of bounds after getting enough for the first down yardage. Yeah. Here's another example. He ran out of bounds. Under normal circumstances, the clock would stop until the ball was snapped again. Now it will continue to run, and we're going to be under the 4-minute mark by the time South Columbus runs this next play.
Couple of first downs here on this drive after going the first two quarters with only one first down. So South a little more like the way they typically, rush the
Operate,
football out
yep.
of this wing tee.
Shotgun, play action. Green fires it. That pass is complete to Briar Johnson. So South Columbus, the nice little drive here after the on their first possession of the third quarter. I think Coach Dove and company found something at halftime, Jay, because these are the starters for West Brunswick out on the field defensively, and they're moving it quite well. I
was looking around to see, okay, maybe Coach Handy's starting to give them a break, but no, I think for the most part that's the first team out there, and Green and Johnson are getting things going.
2:58 left in the third quarter. Handoff around the right side.
Cut.
Saunders trying to bring the ball carrier down. Jay, that's 21. Tamion Washington,
yeah.
The junior tailback, wearing a great number, by the way, 21.
Showing some quicks. And why is 21 a great number?
Well, it's my favorite number.
Okay.
I was born on April 21st. I also love Tim Duncan. It's my favorite athlete.
Is blackjack your favorite game?
It is not.
Okay.
That would be baseball.
Okay. That's a good decision
that
on your
be
part.
Baseball. So 2nd and 3 at around the 23, or 22 rather. South Columbus needs the 19 for a first down. That's going to be Washington again. He is upended. Jays, it's a first down. Yep, gave him just enough. He got 3 yards, which was enough for the first down, and we are under the 2-minute mark here late in the third quarter. Jay, this is only the second possession of the third quarter.
Yeah.
West got the ball after halftime, had a nice 4 or 5 minute drive that resulted in a touchdown. South Columbus got it with about 7 minutes left in the third, and they've had the ball ever since, just methodically marching the ball down the field. And, Jay, if I'm not mistaken, this is their first trip inside the West red zone.
3 straight first downs for the Scorps. Oh,
bubble screen.
That's one
Pass
of those.
falls incomplete. Yeah, that was a good analogy. It kind of looked like a volleyball, where they just stick their arm out after a kill and try to keep it alive, and it ricocheted off the intended receiver's hands and went out of bounds. So that will set up a 2nd and 10 from the 19-yard line of the Trojans.
Could you identify who that West defender was close to the ball that time?
13, Holmes.
Okay, he was about 3/4 of a second off, and that would have been 6.
50 seconds left here in the third quarter. There's a give to Washington around the left side. He's got some running room. Still on his feet over there. Finally brought down at the 9-yard line.
Quick.
But that's enough for a South Columbus first down.
Timion Washington has given the Stallions a lift on this drive. 3 or 4 good running plays by the guy. Doesn't look too big. He's a junior. But very successful on this particular possession.
What I can't remember, Jay, is does the clock continue to run if they pull within 40, or do they have to pull within like 20? I can't remember that. I'll see if I can get clarification. This looks like it will be the final snap of the third quarter. South Columbus does get a playoff. It's going to be a pass, corner of the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, number 9, Easton McPherson. And it was the final play of the third quarter. There will be an untimed conversion try as South Columbus has pulled within 48-13. A really impressive drive by the Stallions. Their second touchdown of the night and first score against the West Brunswick defense. South Columbus returned a kick for a touchdown earlier in this one. That was their first offensive score of the evening.
Boy, they sure look crisp on this drive.
They sure did. And credit to them, Jay. Down 41 to go out there and put together a drive like that was quite impressive. Touchdown, or a 2-point conversion, rather. So that'll make it 48-15. But we're going to have a short break between the third and fourth quarters. 12 minutes of game action left. It's West Brunswick 48, South Columbus 15. And we're back for the start of the fourth quarter. Jay, we thinking Oscar Valdez is going to kick another onside kick here?
He might. He's done it twice tonight. They haven't been able to convert it, but I wouldn't mind just seeing the kid belt it. West certainly thinks he is. Look where all the receiving team is.
He's going to run it back. He's going to run it back, or he's going to have a chance. Sergal brought down at the 5-yard line.
Come on, Jude.
Things you don't see every day, Jay. That clock is running, pal.
Come on, Jude.
Jude Sergal. Man, I am finally old enough to say I remember when he was a baby.
No kidding.
I remember when he was born. And, man, he was a stud then.
He's a big boy.
He was a big boy.
He's a big boy.
And from the time he was about, 2, 3, 4 years old, you could tell he had stud athlete written all over him.
Got some good hands to play on the
and then, Jay, when he gets it, at his size, he can really go.
A hard guy to bring down. That was that's a touchdown-saving tackle.
His brother now a pitcher on the staff at West Virginia. That's touchdown, partner.
That didn't take long.
That did not take long. So that drive was one play, 4 yards, and West Brunswick continues to roll. It is a 39-point advantage.
I think that was Griffin.
For the Trojans.
Griffin on the carry that time, I believe.
Oh, I thought it was. I don't know, Jay. I thought it was Stanley.
You think Stanley? I'll go with you. Your eyes are so much better than mine.
Don't hold me to that, though.
Who's in?
Jay, I don't know what happened there. It looked like there's no T.
Okay. Might need that.
Nope. There is a T. West was a man short.
Okay. That's not good.
Timeout taken by West Brunswick.
And it may or may not have been Izzy Saunders. Oh, boy. All right, Jay. 54-15. Second half thoughts.
Well, look, it's not only second half thoughts. It's, the first three quarters, too. Dominant effort this evening by West Brunswick. They will watch the touchdown run again. It is Davis.
It was Davis on the carry. We were both wrong, partner. That's his third rushing touchdown of the night, folks.
And made it look pretty easy.
That was a good surge by the offensive line.
I'll tell you what, Sam, I don't know what kind of practice West had this week, but Coach Handy ought to put it in a bottle and make them drink it again next week, because they came in here excellently prepared and have executed flawlessly. Still have not yet punted the football tonight.
Kick is up. That's the second time West has nailed the upright.
The extra point is still good.
So, Jay, I guess because the deficit's 39, no running clock. That's a big extra point there.
Yeah, you're right. That's about the only thing West has done poorly here this evening is point afters and the one breakdown on the kick return. Other than that, pretty sterling effort by West Brunswick. And, South Columbus from the opening kickoff just hasn't been able to solve West defense. They did have a nice drive here in the end of the third quarter to get in with that first offensive touchdown, but pretty much tonight, this has been all West Brunswick on both sides of the ball. Nice return by South Columbus. be number 21. That's Timion Washington, who had an excellent third quarter.
St. Paul's has taken a 28-13 lead over North Brunswick with 4:08 left in the third quarter. So North Pool within 21-13, but St. Paul's answered and now leads 28-13.
St. Paul's pretty good this year.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Got a guy coming on the field late and he's going to change the play for number 8, Jackson Green. Oh, who's that?
I think they rolled him down. Ball did squirt out at the end, but he was rolled down.
Griffin, I think, with that shoestring tackle. Sam, I think the clock's running now. Well, what am I saying? The clock would be running now, wouldn't it?
9:20 left in the game. West has scored 54 points. Jay, I'd love to know the last time the Trojans scored 54 in a game. I don't think it's.
Didn't they have a
that's
50
right.
odd
That's
points
right.
against Whiteville?
Yeah,
I think.
and lost.
And lost. Yeah.
It was like 62-61, wasn't it, or something crazy like that? Yeah, I forgot. That was a Kevon Daniels had about 9 gazillion yards and 6 touchdowns, and
it weren't enough.
West lost. Yeah.
Jalen Hubbard not able to bring that one in, so sets up third and about 11. Player by the name of Chase Boone for Red Springs, leading passer in the Southeast Conference, 3A, 4A, 5A, 508 yards. That's one of the opponents that South Columbus will be up against this year.
Got a timeout on the field with 8:12 left. It's West Brunswick 54, South Columbus 15. I am hard at work trying to get some area scores for our dedicated FOCUS Broadband Game of the Week viewers.
While you're doing that, the leading rusher in the Southeast Conference right now is Amirius Revels, the young guy from South Brunswick, 383 yards. Red Springs Kai Lee Thames, leading receiver with 207 reception yards. Leading tackler is South Brunswick's Nathan Early. Ashley's ahead of Fike, 24-22. Ashley looking to capture that first win of the year.
Laney beating undefeated South Central 24-7 with 58 seconds left in the third quarter.
Nice game for Laney. Going to pick up some yards on that one.
Woo.
That's Washington again on the run. 3 kids from South Columbus, William Dove, Shirosky Myers, Davion Williams, have 2 sacks. So they are among the conference leaders. Trey Evans leads the Carolina 6A, 7A, 8A in interceptions with 3 for West Brunswick.
There's Washington again. That's enough for first down yardage.
And that kind of looks more like South Columbus running, right? Washington has really given them a lift here in the second half. Leading passer in the Coastal 6A, 7A, 8A conference is Matt Boring at Hoggard, 634 yards coming into tonight. North Brunswick Kane Jen Rett leading all rushers with 520 yards. Desson Duran of Hoggard, 284 receiving yards. Gaines of Ashley, leading tackler with 35, and Jack Johnson of North Brunswick.
Oh, good tackle. Good tackle.
Tackle by number 15. That's Clarita Zarentz.
Clariday.
Jack Johnson, North Brunswick, leads the Coastal Carolina in sacks with 3. That's before any of the work tonight.
Number 5100962. Red ticket 5100962.
Oh, Washington. Lots of running room there. Picks up, let's see, from the 47 to about the 37, 10 yards and a first down.
And as one of the South players, little slow getting up. That would be Washington, maybe.
Hoggard up 40-7 on Panther Creek
Nice.
in the third quarter.
That's on the road. That's a nice win for the Vikings.
Got another timeout on the field here with West Brunswick leading by 39 points. 6:08 left in the game. West trying to improve to 3-1. The Trojans will have Laney and then a conference clash. I mean, it's a conference clash with Laney, but a big one, obviously. But then Hoggard on deck after the Laney game. So a big couple of weeks upcoming for the Trojans of West Brunswick. And Jay, South Columbus
Pender next week.
has Pender next week. Of course, we'll be in Leland as the Wildcats of New Hanover will make the trip to Leland to take on the North Brunswick Scorpions.
And New Hanover playing Northside Jacksonville tonight. It was a 21-7 Northside at the half. Sure that game's into the third period by now.
Guys, there was a game last night, played on Thursday night. Pungo Christian Academy against Mattamuskeet, 83-56.
Defensive battle.
Just an absolute slugfest. Huff, the number 2 ranked team in North Carolina, down by 7 in the third quarter to Mooresville. Shocker brewing in the western part of the state. Northside Jacksonville. Oh, Kavion Griffin, what a tackle. And he's going to get a taunting penalty.
Kavion, stop that.
Tackle made by number 2, Kavion Griffin.
Doggone it. You're too good a ball player to do that. And you're a senior. You know better. But that was a great tackle. They're looking back on this tape. West coaching staff is going to see a lot of really, really good things, but that won't be one of them. Those penalties in that situation, just maybe in any situation, not called for. But kids get excited, right?
Jay, coaching the little guys, I have to remind myself all the time, they're just kids.
They're just kids, yeah.
You coach them and teach them, and it's hard to believe, but they don't always do exactly what you tell them. I'm sure you did as a young whippersnapper, but
I'll tell you a quick story when we get a break after this next play. I don't know what we're doing. Oh, they're trying to.
I think they're still trying to sort out that penalty yardage after the.
Yeah, it looks like they got it sorted. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a 1st and 1.
1st and 1.
A 2nd and 1. Second and 1. That's right. It was after the play penalty.
Gonna throw
he's got him. Got him.
Ooh. Boy,
Preston Dager couldn't
wide
quite
open.
come up with it.
I was working Frederick Keys games one summer. Dave Cash was the manager. Dave Cash, if he was playing now, holy moly, just $10 million a year without a doubt, right? Second baseman, really, really a good major league player. And he was managing the Keys then, and we were doing a show, and I said, Coach, what's the hardest thing for you to do here managing the Keys? He said, Jay, just making sure they all show up. Make sure they go home at night and they come back the next day. They were kids, right? 20, 19, 18.
Yeah, and Jay, I think an important in non-baseball people out there, the Keys are low A or single A affiliate.
It's interesting. So they were for 3 years the high A team for the Orioles, and then they moved things around. They cut back in minor leagues. So Frederick Keys became one of those college showcase teams for the summer.
Like a wood bat league.
But next year, Aberdeen is the Ironbirds are moving to Frederick. So Frederick's getting back their A team.
Okay.
And the Ironbirds are going to be the showcase league.
My point was, a lot of times in AA and AAA, you've got 24, 25, 26, 27-year-olds. But
not at A-ball.
In the lower levels, they are kids.
If you got the kids that old at A-ball, then something's not right.
Baseball's probably not going to not making it to Baltimore.
Something not right for anybody in that one, yeah.
Now, where are the other Orioles affiliates?
Well, in Bowie, and they used to call them the Bowie Bay Sox, but now I think they call them like the Bayside Bay Sox or something like that. And then in Norfolk, that's a AAA team. And then they got a low A team in Delmarva, then around Salisbury, I believe.
Jay, you seen a chop block called lately?
I haven't.
You just did.
One of the few penalties.
Chop block call. Yeah, they have not been penalized much.
Have not been penalized much tonight, but that's a tough one.
Jay, you know something really interesting? I think we've talked about this on air before. When Mickey Andrews, the longtime defensive coordinator for Bobby Bowden at Florida State, they were always among the most penalized teams in the country. Their defense when Mickey Andrews was there. Always among the best in the country defensively, but always among the most penalized.
Aggressive.
Oh, wide open receiver. Just missed Nasir Hutchinson on the corner route. And it's going to be third and, about 25, Jay Bird, after the incomplete pass. The clock continues to run. So, Jay, with this running clock, it'll get up on us fast if we're not careful. So, a couple of general takeaways for you as South Columbus falls to 2-2 on the year and West improves to 3-1. Let's start with the Stallions.
Well, the Stallions just they came in. I'm sure they were ready to play, but just too much West Brunswick. I don't think this is much a bad game by South, but just nearly a perfect game played here on both sides of the ball by West Brunswick. And, wow, what a night for quarterback Josiah Borton. This has just done everything correct.
Yeah, and, Jay, that was with very little production in the second half. You know, Borton didn't have to do anything in the second half except turn around and hand the ball off. So that's a 5-touchdown night and did it all in the first 24 minutes.
Yeah, so probably, without looking back at his previous 2 years plus this year, it's got to be his best performance. Maybe if you go back to when Josiah first started playing football, I can't imagine how he would have been any more successful than he has been tonight. Brilliant effort by the junior quarterback. And that West defense has played well here tonight, too.
Antonio Sanchez in particular, Holmes, the safety.
Big night for Romero with receiving.
Yes, Eden Romero. Kavion Griffin was spectacular. A couple touchdown grabs and
Big
a 2-point
guy Jude
conversion.
had a good game. I mean,
Davis had 3 rushing touchdowns.
Lots to go around.
Williamson's not gonna outrun Holmes to the corner over there. Jay, that could be the final snap of the game, I assume. Oh, no, not on the last play of the game. Williamson came up lame. You hate to see that.
Yeah, he was a little nicked up about the last possession, but hopefully he's okay. He's really made a big difference here in the second half for South Columbus.
Yep, South Columbus is going to try to get one more snap off before this one ends. They got to hurry, though, or they're not going to get set. Yep, they're not going to get this off in time, Jay Bird. Yep. Well, the refs let them get away with it, but it had to be some kind of motion penalty, and that's over the head of everybody. very nearly picked off back there. I think that was Antonio Sanchez back there. And
Wouldn't be
no,
surprised.
it wasn't. No, it wasn't. He's got the green sleeves. Jay, I was trying to get a number because that was really nice coverage back there in the secondary. Double coverage. West Brunswick improves to 3-1 on the season with a 54-15 victory over the visiting South Columbus Stallions. The #1 camera crew in the nation. Happy birthday to production manager Nathan Evers tomorrow, 34 years old. For Jake Holmes, I'm Sam Hickman. Good night from Charlotte. Time, North Brunswick next week. New Hanover at North Brunswick on your FOCUS Broadband Game of the Week. Good night.